Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Cat Meffan. If you're new here, today is all about freedom in the hips. We store so much tension in this space, and so we're going to be moving through Skandasanas, revolve Skandasanas, a little bit of juiciness, opening into goddess, and we might just end with a little frog. So if you're unsure what frog is, I'm just going to show you now. It is this one. So you may want a bolster or a cushion or something like that to sit upon, but you could also just drop back into a wide leg child's pose as your variation. So there's always options here. But today our word is freedom. What does it mean to feel a sense of freedom in your day? And as always, what we do here on the mat is just a warm up for how you live your life off the mat. So maybe taking that word with you today and seeing what aspects of your life you could invite more freedom into, and maybe you can just bring that into your day a little bit more. So we're going to start in Malasana. That is where we're going to get started. So that's our yogic squat. Now you can do that by sitting on a bolster or on a block. And I'll just show you what that looks like. If you were to sit on a block, you can obviously have it on the higher one, depending on your openness here. But it is knees apart. I'll just show you to camera in case you're unsure. There we go, like so. So finding your Malasana, and like I say, you don't have to have a block. It's just an option. And this is where we're just going to ground into the hip space. So closing down the eyes. And if you need to support yourself by placing the fingertips down to the earth, you can. And as you close your eyes, I just want you to shift yourself. Let's all actually place our fingertips down to earth. And I just would love for you to shift yourself side to side. So going in onto the ball of one foot and then the other one, and then just opening the alternate hip. Breathing deep here. And just noticing how it feels. This might be a really tight area for you. It might feel really open and nourished. There is no right or wrong here, but just being mindful, the psoas muscle, which is down in the hips, it attaches all the way down and then up into the spine as well. But the psoas muscle is also known as the muscle of the soul. Often when we do a lot of hip openers, we can get a little bit emotional. And the psoas is sometimes the reason for that. Bring the palms of the hands together if you can, and find that neutral line through the spine, crown of the head reaching up to the sky. If you still need to support yourself on your hands, that's absolutely fine. But just try and ground into some stillness here. And maybe just drawing your awareness into this present moment, freedom in this present moment, thinking less about what comes next, less about what came before, and instead just drawing your presence, your witnessing self into the here and now. Release the hands down, start to lift the hips up. Can keep those feet wide as you just shift side to side. So breathing some energy into the backs of the legs as you bend one knee at a time. And then slowly bringing yourself all the way up to standing. Hands onto the hips, creating big circles here. I want you to really stick your bum out to the back. Push your hips out to the side and then push your pelvis forwards as you come forwards, going the other direction. I know it might feel a little bit silly, but where can you just invite this sense of liberation, this sense of, I don't care what it looks like. Just care more about how it feels. And then you're going to shake it out. So shake the hands, shake the legs. Option to release through the mouth as well. Oh, beautiful. Come to stand near the top of the mat. Take an inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, fold down forwards. Pick up the left leg as you step that left foot all the way back. You're going to heel toe this right foot out, finding this nice high lizard here, but you can open this right foot out. Option to come up onto the toes of that right foot. And you're going to inhale, sweep the right arm up and over, look behind you. Exhale, draw that elbow in. And you don't have to be up on those right toes. Inhale up, look behind you. Exhale, drawing it in. Inhale up behind you. Exhale, drawing it in. And then just place the right hand down, lower the foot down, heel toe that right foot to the center line. Both hands coming to the inside of that right foot as we pivot down, finding Skandasana. If this low Skandasana feels too intense, you can be up on the toe and you can be supporting yourself with your hands, or you can be up on a block. Right hand down to the ground. Inhale, left arm up to the sky. Exhale, fold it down forwards. Inhale, lift left arm up. Exhale, fold down. Tap that left hand down one more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Left hand's going to come down next to the right foot as you pivot back through a lunge. Reach the right arm up and over, and then we pivot down to our revolve Skandasana. So this is quite a tricky position. It's quite a strong position, and we're still going to undulate with the breath here as we lift. So we lift up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Bring yourself all the way around. Step it back. Make your way back to a downward facing dog. And you're going to lift up that right leg, so still on the right side, and just take some hip circles going in each direction. And then stepping that right foot back down. So we're going to step the left foot forwards to the outside edge of that left hand. And then the option to come up onto the toes of that left foot if you want to. And you can open that left arm all the way up, finding that big open lizard here. Let's take an inhale, reaching left arm back. Exhale, elbow comes in. Inhale, back and open. Exhale, draw it in. Last time, inhale. And then exhale. Placing that hand down as you heel toe your left foot into the center line. Pivot around, finding Skandasana. Any variation of Skandasana that you want to. Left hand down to the earth. Let's take an inhale, reach that right arm up. Exhale, tap it down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Place the hands down. Pivot all the way around. Revolve Skandasana. Left arm all the way out to the back foot. 3 times with the breath here. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Pivot all the way around. Back to that downward facing dog. Lift the left leg up and find those hip circles here. A few going in each direction. And then you're going to lower yourself all the way down onto your knees. Sit back onto the heels and then bring your bottom over to one side as your legs reach out in front of you. You're going to keep the right leg long in front and then bend the left leg over the top. So you're going to get a little glute and IT band stretch here. Take an inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, folding down over those legs. Closing down the eyes now. Softening into the breath here. Finding that sense of freedom with your breath in your body. Noticing maybe the parts that feel tight and that feel a little icky, and just send love to them, send breath to them. Taking another breath here. And then lifting all the way up. Inhale, sweep the arms high up to the sky. Exhale, you're going to place your right hand onto the left knee and find a twist here. So gazing towards the back of your mat. And then slowly unraveling. Lean back if you want to. Take a little Navasana and then switch sides. So the right leg is folding over the left. And we're going to take that forward fold. Breathing in as you lengthen. Exhaling as you fold forwards here. Last breath as you inhale and lift. And then on your next inhale, sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Left hand comes onto that knee as we take the twist again. Breathing in. And then slowly releasing. Hugging both knees in, and we're going to make our way over onto the knees. We're going to find our way into that either wide leg child's pose or into that frog that I mentioned at the start of the practice. So if it's frog, you're allowing those knees to go a little wider, trying to find that 90-degree angle. I recommend having a bolster underneath you and just placing the bolster all the way underneath so you've got a bit of support here. We're going to be here for a good kind of 15 or so breaths. You could also add a blanket underneath your knees. So whenever you arrive in your little froggy, closing down the eyes, and just letting the breath release here. And even through the potential tension and possible little bit of discomfort that arises in this shape, can you lean into freedom, a sense of unlocking? Of course, if there is any intense pain, that is a sign to come out of it and to then just take a child's pose. You're going to have probably another 5 deep breaths here. So not quick breaths, nice long deep breaths. And then slowly, when you're ready, you're going to push yourself out of your frog and then just draw the legs all the way together, finding a narrow leg child's pose. Bring the arms down alongside the body. Rest your forehead down or just hang it heavy here. Maybe if you've got a block or a pillow, you want to place that under the forehead. You absolutely can. Finding a little rock side to side. Just soothing yourself now with that little rock. And then gently, when you're ready, peeling yourself up to a kneeling position, placing one hand on top of the other over the heart space, eyes are closed. Take a breath in. And sigh it out. Thank you all for finding your freedom in your hips with me. These short and sweet practices are great, but obviously, I do recommend that if you can give more time to your day, to your practice, then I do recommend doing longer practices because we can ease into it more gently. We can build it in a more amazing way, and then we can have much more chill out at the end. So just see these little ones as little tasters as to what we could do together. And then hopefully after doing these, you'll love practicing with me so much that you'll come and find my longer practices, or maybe you'll join the Soul Sanctuary. I really hope so. It's an incredible community, an incredible app. So yeah, thank you so much. And I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.